All right, guys, we're back here with the last part of our Mooncast,
Episode 4.
episode 4. So,
Or part 4.
part 4,
Sure.
however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of theories out there about the moon. And is there one? Is there two? Is there none? Have we been there? But what I want to really jump into here with our moon theories is, there's talk of, and this is scientific evidence, the moon will actually is moving away from the earth. What did I say? 1.5 centimeters, or no, sorry, 1.5 inches. Let's be
Is it feet or
correct here.
inches?
No, 1.5 inches
Okay, alright.
per year. It's moving away from the earth.
It's because of the fucking lease. That's what it is. Where it's just like aliens are just like, hey, listen, like this celestial object that you call the moon, like could be here for a certain amount of time, and then if you don't pay up in gold, then we're gonna move it away to the point where our tides are all fucked up, and global warming is a thing or becomes way more of a thing, and I think that at some point there's going to be a situation where the moon itself is not going to have the same effect that it has today in the future because we're fucked because we gave all of our gold away to the point where we can't actually pay off our debts.
Yeah, I mean we've been moving. It's proven 1.5 inches every year. So
Okay, so it's inches.
it's inches.
Okay,
It's
okay.
inches. So it's gonna take a long time. So I mean, if you take the 1.5 inches per year over time, over a century, you're talking about 12 and a half feet, right? 12 and a half feet,
Sure.
give or take an inch. If you go over 1,000,000 years, you're talking carry the one, 23.8, 23.6 miles. You guys can fact check that, but I'm weird with math. I'd say 23.6 miles away from the Earth. So that's 1,000,000 fucking years. So we got a while. But
Sure.
is the Earth moving away due to the fact that the Earth rotates faster than the Moon, which causes a lag in overall, or is it because the Moon is an alien base and we are paying them to be here with gold? Solid question. We've talked about the gold before. Are they kind of like the mafia, where we are paying them to protect us from other alien species? The aliens on the moon, we have to give them a certain amount of gold, and they use this gold in theory. What I think, if the aliens are collecting gold from us, they use this as a fuel source to power their ships as well as factories on their planet. So we mine all this gold, we give it to them, and they keep their moon in our orbit, but it's kind of like a lease. Every year, it moves a little bit further away, knowing that we are eventually going to run out of gold. But there are scientists who have shown that most of the gold that is on this planet actually came from asteroids. So are we harvesting their gold to give back to them? Are we mining their gold to give back to the aliens as protection?
I don't know, man. Like it's one of those situations where there's a lot of untapped gold on the earth that is naturally occurring, and if you look at some of the recent Instagram posts that are out there with like the El Salvadorian president, which said that there is about $2 trillion worth of gold that was discovered within El Salvador, and my wife, she's Salvadorian, so that's the only reason why I know all this stuff. It's one of those situations where I think that at some point in time within the history of the Earth, that we were tasked with being able to provide our overlords, aka the aliens. The aliens could be, I don't know, the Greys, the Whites, and other types of races of aliens. It's kind of naive to think that there's only one subset of aliens and not a multiple types of aliens that are out there, because there's all kinds of, not only in the multiverse or the separate universes that we potentially live in, as the alternate ability to essentially have the same type of experience or different type of experience of your own personal self in another universe, but also being able to accept the fact that there are other aliens out there or other beings that might have other types of experiences that you may have but they may have. Like, it's the whole Marvel theory where it's kind of based off of some sort of fact that is out there, and that's where I think that it really boils back to, I think there was episode 1 or 2 or part 1 or 2 of where I said that Hollywood has a place in the relative theory of the multiverse or other theoretical elements of things that we don't really fully understand, but is explained in a sci-fi type of environment. I think that Hollywood plays a huge part in that, and I think that we really haven't cracked the nut on what alien life actually truly is and what it isn't.
That's true. I agree with that. But getting into the gold aspect of it. So, as of today, there's 244,000 metric tons of gold on the planet Earth that we've discovered. There could be more. And that's what we say there is.
Okay, so is this gold that is actually stored and accounted for?
244,000 metric tons have been mined.
Mined, but not accounted for.
To date. Yeah, not accounted for. There's nobody who can measure all that today.
Okay.
But 244,000 have been mined.
Okay.
We have been in existence for how long?
At least 2,000 years.
300,000 years.
Okay, 3,000.
Approximately. That's on the high side. Could be 200,000.
Okay, sure.
300,000.
This is the difference between Homo sapiens and what was the other species of us?
I'm 12 drinks in. I'm not gonna.
Prometheus.
Yes, I'm not gonna.
You ever seen the claymation Prometheus?
Yes.
Dude, that shit's crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
It's hilarious.
So, if you break that down, we could, let's say our lease with the aliens for the moon is 1 metric ton of gold per year. That would get us through 2024. So, crazy theory. 12 drinks in, we've got nothing but crazy theories for you.
Sure.
So we could be potentially paying 1 metric ton of gold per year for 300,000 years in order to keep the moon in orbit. We could also be paying that for our safety as a species.
Okay.
So a lot of gold came here in asteroids. So let's get even a little crazier. You and I have joked about this. The dinosaurs. The dinosaurs went extinct. They were wiped out by asteroids. What if the aliens wiped out the dinosaurs with these asteroids that were filled with gold? Because dinosaurs could not be controlled. They were too wild. They were unpredictable. They could not enslave them to do what they needed. So they launched these asteroids at them with the remaining gold that they had.
But see, what's weird about that is like, okay, all right. So you have these wild, massive beasts and stuff that lived on Earth, but did our species or a subset of our species live on Earth at the same time? Probably not. Just because I don't think that we would have survived with, among the
Sticks and stones fighting fucking
No
dinosaurs?
way. No way. Like, I mean, even today, we would struggle against, like, a Tyrannosaurus Rex, for sure.
Yeah.
Or even a Velociraptor.
Most of these dinosaurs.
You've seen Jurassic Park. Like, there's no way.
They fucked us up.
Oh, yeah, they would have, So, all to say that I think that there was some sort of cataclysmic event that determined, okay, like, these mystic beasts or whatever these beasts are, like, have to go. And we have to eradicate, these beasts in order for their, the next subset of species or some sort of species to be able to thrive on this planet, to be able to, mine effectively the minerals that we need to be able to survive the Anunnaki and, all of the, external species that came to Earth and determined, all right, like this is what we need to farm. And that's what became like the Greek gods and like the other gods that are out there. Like I think that the gods or the glorification of gods came from the early conquerors of Earth. Like and this is
It could be the early collaboration
sure
with aliens.
Or the enslaving of the natives of this planet by an external being that was way more advanced than we were. And that enslaving of us became, what we determined to be God. Or multiple gods.
Yeah.
Greek gods or even Christian God. I say that God with a singular type of reference.
We totally could have. So let's take everything we just said.
Okay.
The moon is an alien base. They came here to collect all their gold. They started collecting the gold. Dinosaurs were interfering because they were uncontrollable.
And I agree with you, and I think that the gold, that what you just stated, is that the gold element of it, or the element of gold, is just a conductor of whatever it is that the aliens need in order to survive.
Fuel. What if gold is fuel for them?
Okay.
It's like our gasoline.
Sure.
They need the gold.
Okay.
Scientists have theorized that gold ended up on this planet due to asteroids. Aliens came here to collect their gold. The moon came into orbit. It's all of our things we talked about in our podcast. It's hollow. It's a moon base inside there. They're here to get the gold. They show up. Fucking dinosaurs are a pain in their ass. They are having difficulty with them. They leave the planet, launch asteroids or whatever they have at them, wipe out the dinosaurs. Decide there's a lot of gold on this planet, we need help. So they speed up evolution. Humans come about. Humans are easily enslaved. We are helping them with their gold. We're building statues, we're building bowls, cups, crosses, all this shit. Aliens are taking it. They are our gods. We are looking at them like, oh, that's the god of the sun. That's the god of war. That's the god of love. This is the god of water. So, if you think about it, back in the Greek times, to have 40 gods to do different things, to have these deities, it makes a lot more sense to say, oh, these gods are down here helping us with stuff, than trying to explain fucking aliens, trying to explain these guys. Yeah. And then you have aliens who are like, I'm attracted to this human. So they procreate with a human. That's how you end up with these demigods, your Hercules and your Achilles, due to this. My question with that is, if a alien slash god procreates with a human, and you have Hercules. And then Hercules procreates. Wouldn't he have some type of alien DNA that gets passed on from generation to generation?
So what you're saying is, actually, what I'm saying is, Zeus is a rapist.
Yeah, he came down, had quite a few babies.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Zeus is a rapist, but see, here's the thing: is like, okay, so he went and he was just like, "Hey, girl, like, what's up, bro?" Like,
I don't even think he had to.
No.
I just think he showed up and they were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he was just like, "Oh, like, look at all this bright skin that I have on me. Like, you trying to get crazy? Like, what's up? Like, I could tie you up, or I can do some magic stuff. I can zap you, and then man, like we can make a pretty cool baby."
Or they didn't know what the fuck to make of it.
Exactly.
And they froze out of pure fear.
Okay, so Zeus is a rapist.
That's what we could come to here.
Yes. Okay. So
guys, 13, maybe 14. I lost count. Drinks in.
Yes.
Zeus is a rapist.
Yes. Zeus.
He just was having sex with humans, procreating.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes by force. Sometimes just by interest.
Not so much.
Sometimes, like you're interested and you're just like, hey, like I kind of want to experiment with this. I mean, all y'all out there are kind of interested in, like, what would this feel, what would that feel, and what is the difference between fucking husband size versus fantasy size, and there's a big difference between the two.
Yeah,
it
and
really
who knows how alien procreation works? Maybe that's where probing comes from. Just takes one finger.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
No, it's plasma.
It could be plasma. Who knows? But
plasmoid.
So you have the Greek gods / aliens, or throughout history, Roman gods. You have Christianity, Judaism, all these religions.
You know what's fucked up?
We're not going to get who knows about Allah and all these people.
Let's call that shit out. Let's call this shit out. Like, fucking, I grew up as Catholic, right? Or at least my parents tried.
Yes. And I was a fake Catholic. I was Protestant.
Okay.
We're all fake Christians at the end of the day.
Sure. Yeah.
That's where it all comes from.
So what's interesting about Catholicism is there's a lot of rituals. There's a lot of, conformity to specific things that you have to do within the Catholic faith in order for you to be pure of your particular religion. Okay, cool, got it. I went to the Vatican multiple times for various things. So I went to the Vatican for just religious reasons, just because I wanted to see what my faith was based off of. And then also I went there for intelligence purposes. At some point in time, I was able to actually work with the Vatican Intelligence Service to do specific things to protect the Catholic faith and also several foreign nations at the time or whatever. But all to say that I think that the Vatican, which could be a whole completely separate topic, and this has nothing to do with the moon, or maybe a lot to do with the moon, which we don't know unless you're able to actually tell us, you as the individual listeners are able to kind of inform us as to the differences or not, the association between the Catholic faith and the moon, how it's related. But all to say that I think that Catholicism knows a lot about our origins, from the moon to just human origin to dinosaurs and everything.
To fucking aliens.
Within the archives, within the Vatican archives, to be able to determine what human life actually means. Who knows?
Have you ever seen the movie Coneheads?
No.
All right, so
Oh, it's been a while, actually.
it's back
Coneheads, you said?
Probably 89, I think it came out.
Coneheads.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
91. I can't remember. Saturday Night Live skit turned into a movie. But that Pope hat would fit perfectly over a cone head. What if the Pope is an alien?
A conehead.
He's a cone head. Crazy shit, people. This is what happens when you drink too much and you start talking about
And you start
weird
observing
shit.
Yeah.
But I think you guys should let us know in the comments what you think. How can you tie in what the fuck we're talking about and rambling on here? How can you tie in aliens and religion together? Because we've had many discussions where we've joked about and we've talked about factual things that have happened in religion that could completely tie you into aliens in the past. We've had some fun discussions. Like tonight, we've had a fun discussion about fucking aliens being Greek gods, Roman gods, creating demigods, Zeus being a rapist, which is highly likely. Even if he wasn't an alien, kind of sounds like he forced his way upon a lot of women back in the day to create those demigods, because he had a lot of fucking bastard children back then.
Yeah.
So, share with us your thoughts. We'd love to hear them.